and welcome to Unico Desde 1979. Today, first review in a while. Sorry to keep my fans waiting, life's been busy, but I thought I'd get back into it today. It's a Friday in Sydney, beautiful sunny day, about 30 degrees in spring, global warming's fantastic. Today, I'm reviewing the Just Some Kral Red Night Lancero. Desde, the brand owner, has sent me a few. I'm doing a story for Cigar Journal in the next issue coming out in December. Short story about Desde and the Just Some Kral story. But thought I'd give the Lancero a run today. I'm a big fan of Lanceros and the skinny cigars. But the Red Night, I had one last week, fantastic. Thought I'd do a bit of a review ahead of my story in Cigar Journal later this year. Anyway, get down to business. Let me cut and light this thing. And as you can see, I'm in a bit more of a relaxed surrounding. I'm usually sitting at a table. This time I've got, I'm at the lounge, my sort of outdoor lounge man cave. Closed foot as well. Nice little feature there from Desde. And just cut it then, cut well. Let's get this bad boy going, hey? While this gets going, Cigar Journal just came out around the world in the past couple of weeks. I'm lucky enough to have 3 stories in this edition. I've got on the cover, I was in China earlier this year, so I did a story about Great Wall cigars. Very interesting. They're doing some great things with Indonesian, Mexican, Dominican Republic tobacco as well as Chinese tobacco. And then obviously there's a short piece on Kinlon's 1492 in Hong Kong. If you're ever in Hong Kong, I highly recommend trying to get into this club. It's fantastic. You've got basically vintage sticks from the 1920s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s available by the stick. You don't have to buy the box. You can buy them by the stick, which is just phenomenal. When I was there, it was like my jaw dropped. It was just incomprehensible to see this, but that's what they've done. So well done to James and Annie there at Kinlon's 1492. And also my feature on Kuala Lumpur is in this issue. I was there earlier this year as well. Kuala Lumpur has a thriving cigar scene, and if you're ever in KL, there's a bit of a guide there to stop in and see a few people in KL. But anyway, back to the Just Some Kral Red Night Lancero. Now Desde started this brand. He has Macedonian background, and Just Some Kral in Macedonian means I am king. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's Just Some Kral, and not with some Macedonian accent. I couldn't do one. I wouldn't know what it sounds like. But that's what the brand name means. And he wants basically everyone that enjoys his cigars to feel like a king, which is a pretty good sentiment, I think, for your cigar consumers. And the Red Night Lancero started off very well, burning a treat. I'm going to have a few more puffs of this and get back to you soon. Cheers. As you can see, moving through the first third of this Just Some Kral Red Night Lancero, and at the moment, bit of a slight burn issue there, but I'll rectify that. Apart from that, strong ash, holding on very well. So far, got a bit of a cherry sort of spiciness to it. There's a bit of ripe fruit in there. Not overly spicy, but it's enough there to complement a fruit profile. But when I say fruit, I mean dried fruit. But cherry is the standout flavour coming through. There's a little bit of pepper in there as well that's adding to that, but otherwise fantastic start. Draws perfect. Good amount of smoke for a Lancero as well. Welcome back, guys, up to the halfway point of the Red Night Lancero from Just Some Kral. At the moment, that pepperiness and the cherry flavour that was there previously has dropped off a little bit. What I'm getting now is more of a cinnamon profile, bit of maple syrup in there as well, and it reminds me, funnily enough, of maple syrup on pancakes. Perfect combination at breakfast time, but it's just coming through in this cigar, which is very interesting flavour profile, but very enjoyable nonetheless. Cheers. G'day and welcome back. Coming into the final third of the, oh, there goes some ash. Just some Kral Red Night Lancero. That maple syrup sort of pancake flavour that I mentioned before is drifting away. Coming in is more of the pepper is coming in back in a strong O, which is nice, but also some lovely coffee espresso flavours coming in. Makes it a nice finish to a very good cigar. Can't recommend it highly enough. Desde brands his company as boutique as fuck. Excuse the language, that's his words, not mine. But definitely a boutique cigar. He got his hands dirty down in Nicaragua, blending cigars, coming up with the combinations of filler, binder, wrapper, as my t-shirt mentions, in terms of creating the cigar. So well done to Desde. I know he's over at Intertabac right now to promote his cigars, so all the best, Desde. And you can read about it in the next issue of Cigar Journal. But definitely a cigar to look out for, a cigar brand that's on the rise. And yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this and would definitely recommend it to anyone, especially the Lancero. He's obviously got some other sizes, but definitely the Lancero is a very elegant smoke and very enjoyable. Cheers.